What can we look forward to next season?
I was just talking to. I guess as I'm just talking to the other table, I feel like I'm cheating on my show. We are pulling out all the stops. I mean, I think every character, especially Pete and Micah, are going to go on a great journey together in these last 6 episodes, and it's gonna culminate beautifully for every character. I think the season finale is going to have. I mean, the season finale has like 6 episodes in it.
Great.
Because we had these 6 stories and we wanted to do them all, and we thought we were going to get 13 and we only got 6, so we crammed all 5 of the last stories into the last episode. So it's really going to be full. It's it's essentially a clip show with clips you've never seen.
So are you promising fans real closure to each character?
Every character will get. They will be satisfied. Every character will find. You'll find out something new and interesting about them, something you didn't know. You'll find out. Every character will find some sort of satisfaction, and it will also be incredibly sad. Toronto's a great place to shoot because the locations are fantastic, and the crew's amazing, and we just have. I don't know. We've become this really tight-knit family, and I'm there with them all the time. And the set is like an improvisational place that we follow the script, but we're always coming up with jokes and new bits and things that make something funnier, and we try to find comedy in the darkest of places. We were doing a scene with, Claudia's. We find out Claudia has a sister at the end of 4.5, and we'll meet her in season 5. And we were doing a very dark, intense scene, and I said, "Oh, it'd be great, funny if you did this." She said, "You want me to be funny here?" Yeah. That's what we do. We do a joke in the darkest of moments, in the darkest and most dire moments when you think it's all going to fall apart. We find humor, not a joke, not a waka tell a joke, but a moment that the audience can laugh at. Because to me, that's what makes it fun to watch. If it's too intense, I mean, I loved World War Z, but oh my God, I was exhausted. Holy cow! That show needed a dinner scene where they could just talk, and I could breathe for a minute. I needed a massage afterwards. But I like to mix a little bit of lightness with my drama, and I promise you will cry your eyes out in season 6, season 5, and you will also laugh your ass off, because that's what we do.
So you're going to go above and beyond with the artifacts for the last 6 episodes, like even bigger, more elaborate?
The artifacts, the stories are big and elaborate. The artifacts are always what the artifacts are. They're not, like we have. I just told Ben Rabb, one of my writers, who's been pitching Hiram Abiff's setting maul, which is a mason's hammer, basically, for 5 years, and we're finally using it in an episode. So, but it's a cool artifact, but it's not. You don't go, oh my God, wow! But the story around it is what's fascinating to me. To me, it's the stories that these engender. In the last episode, as I mentioned, we're doing a bunch of different stories. The artifacts almost don't have anything to do. I mean, yes, the artifacts are important, but we come in at the peak moment of each story. So I don't really care what the artifact did or how it worked. What's funny is what it's done to these people and how we have to stop it. That, to me, is what's interesting. So yes, we're doing broad artifacts and some big things, but, like the artifact at the Renaissance Fair is not tremendously important, but the fact that we're in a Renaissance Fair is going to be important, and what it does, what it creates at the fair, the kind of havoc that it wreaks, for Pete and Steve in this story, is what's going to be fun. So that's where we have the most fun. What throws them into a telenovela isn't as important as the fact that they're in a telenovela. The world that they have to go in and navigate. Same thing as like Noir was, or like the video game episode. I don't even remember the artifact that threw them into the video game episode, but they were in a video game. I think it was something Fargo came up with that threw everything up, and he used it was Beatrix Potter's teapot.
That's right.
See? And who cares? It could have been this. It doesn't matter. What happens is where you end up and how you have to deal with it, how you get out. That's the fun. That's the story. I need to move.
Last question. One more.
Everybody gets some sort of closure and stuff like that. Is there any potential down the road of any Warehouse 13 TV movies or something like that?
Sure. I'd be happy to do any, write and direct and produce any movies they want to do. I think it would be great. Who knows how those things go. And I don't even know the financial model of when a show is finished and what relegates movies afterwards and what the resurrection thing. Who knows? But yeah, absolutely. I think a movie was an option that was on the table before we got 6. Like, should we end it with a movie? And thank God they gave us 6. Because I had to wrap up Paracelsus and Claudia's sister, and I couldn't have done that in a movie and then also told another story. So if we do a movie, it would probably be freestanding. it would be not be in any arc of what's going on, but it would be a freestanding. Here's our gang off on another artifact hunt. I would hope. I hope so. Tell the fans that we should do movies, and we'll do movies.